All right, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, it's your girl, Ginger Snaps, and I'm back. Another year of fuckery. So happy 2024, you guys. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. What else? Happy Kwanzaa. What else? Happy Thanksgiving. What else did I miss? Happy Hanukkah, happy everything to everyone. We've made it to another year, and that is something to be grateful for. Despite all the negative things that are going on in this world, it is a blessing and a favor and grace to enter through to a new year. So let's, you know, give a round of applause for that. Okay. So, okay, now back to the fuckery. So, listen, y'all, Real Housewives of Potomac. At one point for the past 2-3 years was by many accounts the best of all of the Real Housewives franchise, especially the best out of all of the Black franchises. At one point, Real Housewives of Potomac had more viewership than Real Housewives of Atlanta. And sadly, this is coming to an end. And I think it came to an end last night only because of one person, and that is Gizelle. What's her last name? Graves Bryant. Gizelle Graves Bryant. Gizelle is single-handedly bringing down this show, okay? But she stays in the cut like a ninja, her words, and manages to escape unscathed every season. She escapes all of the madness. She will light a match, start a fire, and run away. Meanwhile, everyone is just burning up in this cesspool. So, all right, I don't even want to watch anymore. I half watched it and I was just over it. And I feel like the general consensus is that everyone is over it. I just want to make sure I'm recording. Okay, yeah, I think I'm good. Because, listen, these shit. Let me see. I just want to make sure. Yeah, okay, I'm good. I'm recording. Okay, so she's ruining the show. Gizelle has to go. What does she bring this season? I can't tell you. So basically, this season has been nothing but, and I think we're on 8 episodes, I believe. So it was Wendy versus NECA, which was unfounded. It's just stupid rumors. And I'm going to show you that it is just stupidity on steroids. So what episode are we on? I believe we're on episode 8. And it's just so sad because all I remember is, Robin and her disrespectful quote unquote husband. Okay. I don't see Chris Bassett anywhere, which is a shame because I really enjoyed him. Ashley is not divorced yet, and I don't believe she plans on getting a divorce. I just think her husband wanted off the show, so they are feigning a divorce. So, he doesn't have to answer to his indiscretions in life. What else? What else is going on? Candace I think she's still trying to conceive. Mia, I think at this point, her and Gordon had to downsize. I don't think the cheating rumors came up yet, or divorce came up yet, but she has had to downsize. What else? And NECA is trying to have a baby, but the first thing she drinks is champagne in the morning. It makes no sense. Listen, ladies, when you are trying to conceive, they tell you to adopt a strict diet, keep in shape, take prenatal vitamins, and you should really avoid and abstain from any alcohol or drugs. So allegedly this girl's on crack and she has champagne every morning. So make it make sense. It makes no sense. So that's all that we've seen thus far, and it's not making any sense. Nothing of note has happened. The only thing is we are noticing that Candace and Robin's quote unquote friendship, which now I really thought they were friends. I don't know what that was, but it's crumbling. It's in hell. Okay. And that's it. This season is a joke. But nonetheless, let me just go through the episode. I'll do a quick recap because it was annoying to watch. It was cringe. Nothing was of note. And I think they're celebrating. They're still in Houston or Dallas, wherever they are, and they're celebrating Karen's triple 20. What, she's 60, but triple 20. Karen could be my mom, low key. Well, Karen, okay, she's up there. But you know what? She wears it really well. She wears it well. So, all right. Where are we? The shrine talk. Can we give this shrine talk a rest? It's just I wish the audience would do more research, okay? Because many African Americans are not Catholic. All right, we know this. And I think NECA knows this. I don't know what, she must not be Catholic. So it was to my surprise that Wendy was Catholic, because I don't think Nigerians are largely Catholic, which I've said before. So I think she's one of the few. First of all, come from a Latino country, Haiti. Again, reminder, Haiti is not a Latino country. It is a Catholic country. Largely Catholic. Yes, there are some people who have converted to Pentecostal apostolic faith, but Haiti, like Puerto Rico, like Dominican Republic, like even Louisiana, I know Black Americans in Louisiana, for the most part, back in the day, were Catholic. They practice Catholicism, like Spain. We get that from Spain and from France. Okay, so Wendy is Catholic. So I don't understand why this shrine talk is being entertained. I didn't think anything of it. A shrine, you guys, is like an altar. I don't understand why NECA is so stuck on this. It's just an altar, and it is a practice that happens in Catholicism. The one thing you need to respect a religion's practices. We don't question Jews for what they do. They have their menorah, they have their bar mitzvahs, they have a variety of practices other people may not understand, but you still need to respect it. Okay. Pentecostals baptize in the Holy Ghost and speak in tongues. Okay. Catholics do not, for the most part, do that. Are we going to sit here and bash? Like, is Wendy going to sit there and say, you guys are speaking in tongues and shut up, and slamming your body on the ground and praise breaking? No, you have to respect everyone's religion. Even those who practice voodoo, you must respect everyone's beliefs and religions. So now NECA with this whole shrine talk, it's borderline like it's a form of religious oppression. That's how I'm taking it. I grew up Pentecostal, but I went to a Catholic school. Most of my family, save for my parents, are Catholic. They still are practicing Catholics. I love my family members dearly. They do things, and I understand it because they're Catholic. So what? I would not bash them. That's persecution. That is persecution, and that's something that's existed for a very long time, and it is dangerous, NECA. So let's go. Okay, so I have a couple of pictures here I'm going to share with you guys of a shrine. It's basically an altar or something where you venerate and you show respect to religious relics and religion, to saints, patronages. I'm just not here for it anymore. For NECA, was this it? Bashing her like that. So here's an example of a shrine. If any of you have been in a Catholic church, you know what this is. It's an altar. You go and kneel, look at the steps. You go and kneel and you pray to the saints. Not everybody believes in this, but it's still based in Catholicism, which is a branch of Christianity. Nowhere in here is there anything nefarious. Now, what I've said in a previous video is, yes, some people syncretize other deities, non-Christianity deities, and intertwine the religions. I don't know if that's what Wendy's mom is doing, but we don't know that. But the fact that she has a shrine and she prays to it, and people will often deposit at the shrine pictures of relatives, people, pictures of people they want to pray for. They'll deposit candles, sometimes to remember the dead. They'll put a picture of a dearly departed person, or a candle that represents the person. They will place that on the shrine. I believe Jewish people too have something called a, oh my God, it's it's escaping me. Yaretz, I believe, or something like that. Special candle to commemorate a passing of a loved one. Okay, that could be considered some kind of a shrine. We cannot disrespect other people's beliefs and religions. This country was based on that. You just can't do that, NECA. And that NECA is low key giving me Paul or Saul when he was persecuting people for their religion. Look at this. Here's a picture of another shrine. This is a shrine. What is that there? That is a book. And what is it? Santa Biblia. That's the Holy Bible. Nothing in there is nefarious or out of, out of the ordinary. Look at all the candles. Okay? Look at the figures, religious figures, the picture of Mary. Okay? That's all a shrine is. Sometimes when you have requests, you'd like to, to ask God, please help me with this. Please help me with that. Or yes, somebody is persecuting you. You submit their name, you write it on a piece of paper, you can submit it to the shrine. Okay. So NECA, we can stop the shrine talk. It's disrespectful now. I know in the beginning it was ha ha he he whatever. No, now it's disrespectful. All right. And I don't appreciate it, because people have been killed and martyred for their religion. And I really would appreciate it if NECA would just stop that. She needs to cease and desist. It's disgusting. So now, where were we? So Shrine Talk, NECA's talking about it. We're done, over with. NECA, shut up. You have no storyline. So now, where are we? So they're at some painting party where they all had to paint Karen. It was corny. It was a filler scene. You can tell, Gizelle's not really engaging Candace, but Candace is still living her life. Who cares? Who is Candace? I really believe the fans and the cast has hyped up, not Candace, I mean, who is Gizelle? They have hyped up Gizelle to think she's the queen. She's the queen of all of Potomac, when she's not. I just don't get it. We'll continue with that. So they now go to have dinner. And I peeped that when Wendy asked for a sneaky link. This is why I love Wendy. This is why Robin and Gizelle can't stand Wendy, because Gizelle's claims were unfounded. She was just trying to stir up mess, okay? Nobody can take her seriously. And what disappoints me with Gizelle not taking accountability is her and Chris were just fine. They were like buddy, two peas in a pod. Now all of a sudden you want to conspire with Todd to come up with some kind of ploy to get Candace off the show. Listen, she has been on Candace's ass. And I've been saying this since Candace called her house a $700,000, $900,000 teardown. Gizelle has been a ninja in the cut trying to get rid of Candace like she did Monique. This is what it is. Gizelle never forgets. She said this before. She never forgets. That's why she wants Candace off. Also, I believe Gizelle has nothing going on outside of the show. Candace has a whole music career. She's been acting. She's acted in several movies. That's another reason for Gizelle to want to get her out of there. Because for Gizelle thinks that should happen to her because she's light, bright, and damn near white. Not this pestiferous darky. Yes, I said it. Gizelle treats Candace and Wendy like pestiferous darkies. Like they're just little, pickaninnies. And if you know colorism, that's how historically lighter skinned people have treated darker skinned people, like pestiferous darkies and little pickaninny, nappy headed pickaninnies. I don't care. Yes, I said it. And I can say this because number one, I'm a dark skinned woman. Number two, I know colorism very well. Number three, no, I'm not colorist towards light skinned people or anything because my family is a myriad of complexions. And I have seen, I haven't really suffered a lot of colorism. When I got older, I did. When people try to throw shade at me because they're jealous. I've noticed that. But when I was younger, not really. I haven't really. You know why? A lot of people said, "Oh, but your features, I don't have a flat nose. Oh, I have wavy hair." So people have said, "Oh, your hair. Oh, you got nice hair." That's the compliment I've mainly got. My hair, which is it's stupid. But I have seen and heard in my own family, you guys. Should I go down this path? Should I? Let's go. And I don't have anything against, again, I will reiterate, I do not have anything against light-skinned people. My sister is about Mia and Ashley's complexion. My parents are both the same complexion to each other, and they're about, I don't know. My parents are like Marjorie Harvey's, like Steve Harvey, Marjorie Harvey, that caramel complexion. Both my parents are that complexion. I am Candace's and Kenya Moore's complexion. I'm a darker skinned woman. My brother is like Cedric the Entertainer's complexion. So my family is all over the place. My children are like my sister's complexion, who is like Ashley, kind of like a little, maybe a little darker, her complexion. All three of my kids, and my ex-husband is that same complexion too. All three of my kids came out light skinned, and I've gotten that. Oh, your kids, oh, their father must be mixed, nigga. No, he's Haitian, just like me. Stop it. Like, stop it. Okay. Look at Gizelle's children. They're all brown skinned. So what is she teaching them by her behavior? Gizelle still has that Louisiana 1950s, 40s, 60s mentality because they were very racist and colorist in Louisiana. All right. I told you this before. My mother comes from the south of Haiti. South of Haiti, it tends to be more mixed than North Haiti. And south of Haiti, especially Jacques Mel, look it up where she's from. Those people are fucking hella racist. Hella racist. To the point where they practice cousin marriages so they don't have to mingle with other people. So I've seen a lot of colorism. People have made comments. Like one of my aunts, her and my mom beefed for a while because they have issues stemming from childhood where my mother was favored over my darker skinned aunt. They still have issues to this day. It's a very real thing. So back to Gizelle and Robin, they are treating them like darkies, okay? But the thing is, now in this day and age, where darker skinned women, we're not taking that shit. We're like, who the fuck are you to talk to me like that? I don't give a fuck how light you are. Where back then, lighter skinned girls used to be very malicious in their dealings with darker skinned girls on the playground. Yes, it's true. If you have any experiences or comments with this, please let's have a dialogue. Yes, it's true. On the playground when we're young, and a lot of us suffer trauma from childhood. Lighter skinned girls used to go harder. Their wrath for darker skinned girls was much more meaner. The rhetoric was harsher. And this is the way that Gizelle and Robin are behaving now, moving the goalposts, moving the line, like Candace said. It's jarring. And Bravo needs to stop this because we have actual colorism on national TV. I really feel like I'm back in the 1960s and 50s. And to couple that with, you have Gizelle, who's an AKA. If you guys don't know about the AKAs, do your research. AKA, I am part of the Divine Nine, but I am Sigma Gamma Rho. Okay, E-Yip. All right. Robin is a part of the Deltas. Okay. I don't know their history, if they had any colorism. I think maybe slightly, but not as much as the AKAs. All right. AKAs, for you to be to be able to even pledge, aka back in the day, you had to do a paper brown test. Okay, if you extend your arm out and you are lighter than a paper bag, then you are permitted to pledge. If you are darker than a paper bag, you are not permitted to pledge. Okay, that's what Gizelle comes from. And she's bringing that school of thought to this show. And I really don't appreciate it. It's disgusting. And I'm really trying to show my children, like, listen, treat everyone with respect. I feel like we're going backwards in this day and age. You treat everyone with respect. Robin, I never thought of her as a colorist. I really believed that she was friends with Candace. I can even tell that Dot, Candace's mom, really liked Candace. And um Candace's mother and Robin are sorors because they're both deltas. And what's sad is Wendy is an AKA. So she to Gizelle represents the new breed, right? I feel like Gizelle looks at Wendy and is like, ill, you don't even belong in an AKA. How dare you? You don't even belong here. You're too dark. That is how Gizelle is coming off to me. And it is disgusting. So at the table, at the dinner table, right? After they order their drinks and their and their food. Of course, troublemaker Caillou, aka Ashley, starts grilling Candace about, going on social media. They're all mad. They're all mad that Candace goes on social media. She went on social media and freaking grilled Robin. But Candace claps back. She's like, yo, shut the fuck up. What about my feelings, right? That's the thing. All the light-skinned feelings are validated. All the pestiferous, darky feelings are invalidated. It's like, no, I'm sorry, that's what it looks like. You're too dark. You don't matter. That's what this is giving. I'm sorry. That's what it's giving. Okay? Candace claps back at her. Then Wendy's like, what would you like Candace to say? Like, what is your deal with her? And then she says, what Candace did was unforgivable. And Candace is like, bitch, you are not a victim. Robin was legit crying white woman tears. But it's not Candace. It's bigger than this, okay? She's taking her rage that she feels for Juan and taking it out on Candace, which is not fair. It's not fair to Candace. And people need to realize Candace is upset. She's slamming the table because she is always the scapegoat. Why is that? Us Sagittarius, I feel like that too sometimes. I feel like I'm always blamed for things. I feel like people always pile up on me when it's not my fault. And I feel like because Candace has a pure soul, a pure heart, she means well. Listen to me, Candace is not devious. People who are devious in nature, they're always plotting. They always plot against people who are naturally pure and not devious at all. And Candace, I believe, is that. She's not devious. That's why she's so hurt by Robin, because she thought Robin was different. That's why I feel like they were truly friends. But Robin was fucked up because she did an about face on Candace. Because first she went to bat for Chris. Then Gizelle got in Robin's head and turned Robin against Candace. That's why now they went on their fucking podcast, The Reasonably Shady, which I hope Eminem shuts that shit down, and was talking shit about Candace. Like, how could you? Meanwhile, your whole man wandering dick Sin is slanging dick out there left and right, but then coming home to you and lying about it, and yet you still swallow. How disgusting is that? Robin feels stupid, and yet she feels like she has to stay with Juan. And I listen, I know this because I lived it. Okay, she feels like she has to stick with Juan because number one, it's a codependency. She's been with him since she was a teenager. Number two, she does not want that stigma of her children coming from a single parent household because of her lineage she comes from. Her parents are still together. And I say this because I went through that. Getting divorced was really, really hard for me because I didn't want to live that stigma of being a single mother, single Black female who's a mother. I know it. I know I will wear it. Meanwhile, you have millions of white women who are divorced and single mothers with kids. But somebody would look at if a white woman has multiple kids, they'll look at her and say, oh, she's probably divorced and all her kids are by the same man. That's my story. I'm divorced. I'm educated. My ex is educated. All my children were born after my marriage and all are by a single man. But no, I have to live with the stigma that people will look at me and think I am low income, uneducated, and my 3 kids are probably by 3 different men. That's the prejudice I live with, okay? I feel like Robin does not want to fall into that. She doesn't want to fall into that. So that's what's eating Robin. But yet she's taking it out. She's basically adopting Gizelle's rage and taking it out on Candace, and it's not fair. And Robin doesn't see that Gizelle is playing with her. She's playing puppeteer. And meanwhile, Gizelle is sitting back and watching it unfold. Just watching it unfold. And it's sad that a lot of the fans can't see this. You guys cannot see that Candace never starts with anyone. But the thing is, when she finishes it, she's the problem. And I faced that all my life, especially as being darker hued. Because as a darker skinned person, how dare you stand up to a lighter skinned person? How dare you put someone in their place? And how dare you do it so eloquently? And meanwhile, Robin can never come back verbally. She's like, she can't. Gizelle cannot verbally spar. She cannot. And so that's why Gizelle has to go, because she is bringing down this show. She's bringing an energy. Like now we have religious persecution and colorism. It's not enjoyable anymore. Your fan base is Black. It's not enjoyable. Then you have NECA, who's vying for Gizelle's acceptance and her status on the show, so much so that she's going against her Nigerian sister, who they known each other before the show. It is so sad. Like this, and this is all Gizelle. I'm sorry. It's all Gizelle's doing. And this is very sorority-like. And it's a hazing. And the same thing happened to Monique. Side note, let's bring Monique back. And honestly, I feel low-key bad for Monique, even though I was pissed at her. I feel bad because she tried, again, to suck up to Robin and Gizelle. This girl was even bleaching herself. If you recall, even though she denied it, I don't care what anybody says, she was bleaching herself. Because since then, I have not seen Monique, that complexion. There was at one point, this girl was like pasty. It looked so bad. It was so obvious. Everyone said it. She was trying to look like them. And it's sad. It's sad. So let's go back to all the shit that Gizelle has done. No one is making Gizelle take accountability. Oh yeah, NECA also made the comment, Candace just won't take accountability. NECA, shut the fuck up and go drink a glass of champagne, you dizzy bitch. Before I get to Gizelle's antics, let's finish up with Robin. Oh yeah, so Robin storms out because she says she can't deal with Candace anymore because Candace told her she's not a victim. She storms out because, again, Robin can't enunciate. She just can't come back. Robin calls Juan. His camera was off. She's like, why is your camera off? He's like, oh, I'm fucking this bitch. No, I mean, I'm doing laundry. Yeah, listen, are we that dumb? Robin is dumb. Letting this man play in your face. Self-respect. We in 2024, Robin. Let go. Divorce is tough, but let go. And I had this warning to you guys. I said this. If you hold on to something that God has ordered you, and I feel like God has ordered her to remove herself in that situation because Juan has been revealed. Okay, he's been outed and revealed to the world. That was her out, but she stayed there. Once you do not heed, okay, God or what the universe's attempts for you to free yourself, then you know what's going to separate you guys? Something catastrophic. And trust me, I know this. And the kids will suffer in the end. That's all I can say on that. Excuse me. So now she goes complaining, Juan, Candace. Juan's like, yo, shut the fuck up and be the bigger man. Why don't you be, even Juan is like, this is ridiculous because Juan knows they were friends. Or she made Candace believe they were friends. Juan knows it. She hangs up on him. She doesn't want to hear that. You know why? Because her Lord and Savior, Gizelle Christ, issued an edict that thou shalt not talk to Candace. She said that outside. She said, just do not interact with Candace. This is what Gizelle is mastering and puppeteering in the group. Instead of talk it out. Karen, now I'm happy that Karen stood up for Candace. She said, so are we really invalidating Candace's feelings? This was when they all jumped up. All the light brights jumped up when Karen said that. They all jumped up and ran after Robin. Like, you guys, this is so obvious. After that, I checked out. I could not believe it. This is colorist bullying at its finest, and it's sickening. It's sickening. So now let's I have something to share. This is okay. So I told you guys, Gizelle never forgets. She holds a grudge and she feels like nobody can treat her like shit because she has light skin, light eyes, and light hair. Gizelle believes no one can step to her. Okay. If you are black or darker hued, don't talk to her. All right. So this is what Monique did to Gizelle. This is where her wrath came from for Monique. Now let's, I don't know if y'all remember this. So this was when Monique first appeared on the show. I don't know if, I hope you hear this.
Okay, good. Because I didn't want to have any of this conversation in front of Miss I Can't Stop Talking.
She called her name. I'm Miss Can't Stop Talking. Talking about Monique.
Monique. She was just talking about you. It's like I was waiting till Miss I Can't Stop Talking lives to her.
Let me go back in here for a second. We might need a pastor. Because, you know, I don't want rumors out there about Robin. No, it's not cool. And here comes the talker. I can't stop talking, right? Miss, I can't stop talking? Yeah, I was just trying to talk to Ashley. This is my house. I can stand wherever I want to stand. I can talk as much as I want. Don't be disrespectful in my home. I'm not. You are. You're being a little aggressive. I'm not being a little aggressive.
Aggressive.
Very disrespectful.
That's that white woman rhetoric. And listen, to people who are white, this is not, you know what I mean. Let's not play games. You know what I mean. There are passive aggressive words, passive aggressive quips that are reserved for Black people to try to disarm them and reverse tables. So when, and I say white because white people mainly do this, and it only works in a white versus Black person conversation. When you start with a Black person and then a Black person responds, the white person, especially women, their go-to is you're being aggressive. You're being aggressive. When you were passively aggressive first. But the thing was with Black people, a lot of times we're outwardly aggressive. We're addressing what you just did to us. And to circumvent that and return it back to us to get the heat off of you, they call us aggressive. And that's what Gizelle just did.
I'm saying is the fact that my pastor is on the way.
And not all white people are like that. It's the racist white people. I just have to add that disclaimer.
Jesus, because you one step away from getting your face punched in.
Was I talking, Ashley, or was I standing there eating my food? It's Karen, where you going, girl? Come on in.
And Ashley doesn't want to butt in.
Come on, girl.
Because of light bright.
Offended, I apologize. But I just was wanting to finish talking to Ashley.
Whatever. I ain't got time for that.
You're proving my very point. You're talking too much. You don't know when to shut the hell up. I don't care, Monique. I'm trying to hear what little Miss Ashley has to say.
Whatever your issue is with me, you can just put it out there.
I don't
Seriously.
have an issue, Monique.
You obviously do. Every time I come around, you're acting real cold shoulder.
Monique, I can't.
You walk in the house and your best friend gives me a hug. You just stand there.
I said hi.
With your coat on in 90 degrees.
What more did you want me to do?
What you're not going to do is be uncomfortable in your own home.
Oh, no. That's why I'm standing here. I'll keep talking. Mrs. I Can't Stop Talking. You don't act like you want to be here anyway. So just leave.
All right. We saw mommy in some elote. What do you call that? Elote corn. Take a sip. Y'all saw that, right? Ever since that episode, that scene right there, Gizelle never got along with Monique. And that was the first season that Monique made an appearance. They never got along. Gizelle held on to that because it is embarrassing to be put out of someone's house. But you can't go and see, this is that thing. This is that she feels very entitled that you can go into someone's house, right? And talk shit about them? Who does that? Only Gizelle, because Gizelle is the queen of all. That's how she thinks. I'm telling you, I know it. I know. Listen, you guys may think I'm let me tell you, okay. You think I'm biased? Let me tell you what one of my cousins, well, she's my distant cousin. We didn't know it at the time. But like I said, everybody where my mom comes from is related, all right? You know what she said to me? When we were little, she said, yeah, me and my family, we don't really get down. And she's light bright. We don't really get down with darker skinned people. I said, what? I had to be like 9 and she had to be like 11. Yeah, I think she's 10 or 11 at the time. I said, that doesn't make sense. I said, that is so stupid. I said, so wait, you prefer my sister over me because my sister is her complexion. So what about me? I'm darker skinned. I was like, I'm dark skinned. So what? We're friends. Like we're always with each other. She was like, no, you're different. I was like, and in my mind back then, I was like, you guys are so stupid. It was just weird, but whatever. But it's shit like this, and it starts young. And I'm telling you, Gizelle has been taught that since she was young. And she grew up, she went through life being fawned over. Okay. That's what I read somewhere. She being fawned over, first lady of a church, the golden child, she has been that bitch. Okay. And then especially pledging AKA, she thought she was the bee's knees. So I'm telling you, how dare Monique, right? How dare Monique step to Gizelle and kick her out the house? That's what I'm telling you. That's where it comes from. So now look at, where are we now? So what does Gizelle do? Sets out to just destroy this girl's life. But then Monique couldn't fight Gizelle, so she took it out on fucking Candace, which is so sad because they were friends. So let me share this other screen. At the reunion, they have this weird reverse screen on, but let's see. All right. So this is the reunion for, I think, season 5, episode 21, the reunion with that rumor. So remember, I don't know if you guys recall, there was hold on, let me, shit. I don't know why this isn't. Oh. Hold on, y'all. All right, so let me share. Okay, so the story goes, if you guys do not recall, Monique was accused of cheating on her husband, okay, with some personal trainer, all right? And she got pregnant. Monique got pregnant twice. She got pregnant and her best friend, I guess, told some people, on the cast that she aborted the baby, but on the show, she showed that she miscarried, okay? I think they were trying to say that it was the trainer's baby. I don't, it's fuzzy to me, but I do have the videos of her friend on my page. I'll see if I can link it in the comments if you want to go back and see what her friend Gigi had to say. Okay, so she told Charisse and Monique were friends, but Charisse felt that Monique was using her for her contacts in Potomac, so then they fell out. Okay, so Charisse heard about the rumor, and I guess Gigi told everyone else in the group. I think she told Karen and she told Candace. I think Charisse told Gizelle. Gizelle actually is the one who first brought the rumor on to the show. Okay, you see how fucked up that is? There was a scene where Gizelle said, oh, she was frolicking around without her husband with a trainer. She did bring that to the show. I think they recorded or they did film Gizelle saying that the baby did not belong to Chris, because Monique did eventually get pregnant again with her last child, Chase. And I think Gizelle did mention it in a scene that was not aired. That's why Monique was so angry and upset, because of course she's probably catching heat from her husband and there's cheating rumors, and she took it out on Candace. Unfortunately, Karen too went and told Monique, this is what's being said about you. So here's let me see, Gigi. Here's Gigi, and I'm gonna link the episode, her videos in my comments. Let's see. This was a Facebook Live she did.
I think the real issues, okay, Joy, let me address you. The real issues with Monique and Gizelle is that they don't have any. There aren't any real issues. I think that the hazing just went too far when Monique got
Always
there,
hazing someone.
you know, and I was there for it. You know, I didn't think that it was fair. I don't, you know, I just think that Gizelle was doing what Gizelle does. You know, she remains true to herself or whatever. And but they didn't have any real issues at all. I just think that once she did her hazing, and Monique is who she is, you know, like it was not one of those things where they have actual issues at all, not even underlying. I just think that because of her interaction with Monique when she first got there, it kind of just went too far. It was Virginia.
See? Her interactions. That's what did I say? Her interactions. And what was the interaction? Gizelle being rude and Monique not standing for it, because Gizelle expects for her to be rude to you and you not respond and you just take it. And listen, dark skinned or not, light skinned, brown skinned, I don't have to take that shit. Fuck you. Who the fuck you think you are? What's sad is that later on, Monique succumbed to that. She succumbed to the Gizelle, the pressure. And I've heard that production loves Gizelle. That could be a part of it too. I don't know why they love her. She brings nothing. She absolutely brings nothing. They must think that if Gizelle is not there, that the show will not go on. I beg to differ. So here they are discussing it at the season 5 reunion. Where are we? Hold on.
Plot carried into the show by Gizelle. The full rumor being that
This is
not
weird,
only
inverted
did
thing.
you have an affair with your trainer, but you also got pregnant and that baby wasn't Chris's.
See that?
Yes, this is a 2-year ordeal with an ex-friend of mine, Gigi, who was a part of this show, season 2. She was filming with me. You know, I haven't talked to Chris's parents in a while. I've been meaning to call his dad.
Huge.
She started going around to different casts trying to spread these lies about me to try to get on the show. Now, the way that Charisse ties into this, Gigi got Charisse's number. Charisse was the in to getting all of this information to different cast members. So she sent screenshots of these things to Ashley. She sent it to Candace and a few others. I was alerted by Karen
that there was some dinner that happened after your baby shower in LA, and there was this whole plot about wanting to bring this story on the show.
Gizelle wanted this to come for, I know, sweetie, you were having a good time. It was
Even Karen.
no, but
Even Karen
no.
thrown there.
Candace, you called me, you were upset. You said that they were discussing this. They're coming after the fraternity.
Okay, you see that? Candace called Karen crying and saying, Karen, Gizelle is trying to bring this rumor on the show. Candace is crying. They're coming after the paternity. So Candace, like I said, pure-hearted person. She would never do anything like that. Gizelle would. But yet, Candace got the short end of the stick. Monique took her rage out on Candace, which is not fair.
Paternity of Monique's baby. I didn't say nothing about
You know
that.
that.
Okay, we're good.
Okay. Can I step up from my perspective?
Go, please.
Thank
Yes.
you. We've been knowing about Gigi spilling all your business for
It's not spilling my
ever.
business. It's called telling
Forever.
lies.
If it was lies, you
Were
would
we
have been running from
together after your shower?
Yes.
Absolutely. Did we talk about this? Yes. And joked and laughed about it. We've been knowing this for years. No one has
But she
mentioned
brought
her
it on the
child.
show.
You know what you've been talking about.
I'm gonna wait till you. I'm gonna wait till you.
Nobody wants to hear the
BS
BS coming out of your mouth.
And
Honestly,
We don't want him to be coming out of your mouth.
You're talking about this plot, but it did not air on the Real
Where
Housewives
is
of
the plot?
Potomac.
Giselle went to her confessionals and she said the word on the street is she's running around town with the trainer, and Chase was the trainer's baby. They didn't show that part. Oh, don't act like you was confused. Things that were happening behind the scenes.
Okay, but she didn't bring it up on the show. That's all I'm trying to
she
say.
did.
If that's what y'all want to say, it's fine.
Okay. I did see, I'm gonna go find it. There was a video where Gizelle discussed at least the cheating. Hold on, I gotta cut this off for uno momento. Bear with me, y'all. Let me pause this shit. Okay, so here is where Gizelle, in her confessional, talks about the rumor. This is why I don't understand why Andy denied it. I think he was denying the paternity, but I really feel like it was said. They just didn't air it. I think Andy said it was not aired. So let's share this. Oh man, I didn't think it would take this long, but here we are. All right, let's watch this, shall we? All right, look, watch this.
The word on the street is Monique and her trainer are a wee bit too close for comfort, and her and the dude were out in public together a lot. And Big Boy found out, and Sharice's told people, "You came in, y'all didn't speak. Leave it alone, Gizelle."
See that? See that? Okay. Is that not Gizelle discussing the rumors of the trainer on national TV? Again, destroying what remains of someone's marriage. So, okay, in conclusion, why does Gizelle get a pass? When will Gizelle be held accountable? Everything she's done, okay? And again, she escapes unscathed. Why hasn't anybody knocked her upside her head? All right? Why is Candace the punching bag for the things that Gizelle have done? It's just not right. Bravo needs to get this right because Gizelle brings nothing but chaos, and honestly, it's offending. It's very offensive to people. I'm not saying she's responsible for the directly for the whole shrine and religious talk, but she's putting a battery in NECA's back to go after Wendy. It's all Gizelle, I'm telling you guys. Anyway, let's have a conversation in the comments about colorism, about what do you guys really think it is? Because it's despicable. All right. Can Robin and Candace's friendship or whatever that was be salvaged? Or maybe not because of Gizelle. Everyone licks the crack of Gizelle. It's sad and it's disgusting. So let me know what you guys think. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you later. Bye.